Hello, 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 everyone. Good day, good day, good day. This is Reagan Thompson. Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. And if you're not, this can happen, right? You wake up, you're like, oh man, I feel tired. I feel stressed. I've got this list of things I need to do. Who created that list so that it's stressful? Would that be of the heart or could that be the ego? You need to do this. You should do this. You got to do this. You have to do this. And then you'll be happy. Oh, who's ready to let go of that? I know I am. So let's begin by doing some grounding work just to get centered in space together, be here right now. I like to do this beautiful breath work. I did it last time as well for one of my audios because right now I'm launching into a topic around giving and receiving over the course of December. And this breathing exercise is all about giving and receiving God, helping you to tap into that I am presence, your connection to all things, to God, to all that is, letting go of that idea of separation, and just helping you just connect with you, Source, God, Spirit, the universe, right? It's just a simple breathing exercise. It only takes a couple minutes. It's 5 breaths. I will help lead you through it. You will be doing after a count of 3, the first breath, and then I'll count to 3 on each breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you're breathing in, it's a deep breath, holding it at the top. As you're breathing in, you're internally speaking to yourself, receiving God. And on the out breath, giving God, okay? And we're going to do 5 of those. All right, I'm going to start with our first breath here. 1, 2, and 3. Receiving God, hold it. Feeling that stillness right there. Letting go, giving God. 1, 2, and 3, receiving God. Holding it. Feeling that peace and stillness right there. Giving God. Bringing in the breath of God. 1, 2, and 3. Holding it at the top. Giving God. 1, 2, and 3. Receiving God. Holding it. Giving God. 1, 2, and 3. Last one. Deep breath. Holding it. Receiving God. Holding it. Giving God. Just returning to a normal breath here. A little deeper breath. Just noticing where you're at with your breath right now. Excellent. Just becoming an observer of your breath. Just relaxing into your breath. Excellent. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me with this work of receiving and giving God. How many of you out there so often feel like you're separate from someone or something, and it creates this sense of loneliness? I want to tell you more about the benefits today of giving and receiving so that it comes from the heart. What happens when you give and receive of the heart, not from the ego, not from this place of need to, shoulds, have to, give something materialistically like a thing or some stuff, and then having some sort of expectation that, because you gave something, someone needs to give you something now, and there's a whole scorecard thing going on. Oh, the scorecard, right? Oh, well, I gave them something and they didn't give me anything. And then the fear that if you do give something and they don't give you something, that you're going to feel like they don't love you or they don't like you. Oh my goodness, right? So what that does, when it comes from the ego, this egoic way of giving and receiving, the ego, ego, edging our God, goddess self out. Our ego is not our amigo, okay? It's not kill the ego. It's not get rid of the ego. Thank you, ego. Thank you, ego, for teaching me about this divine lesson of learning how to master love. Love that is connected, most importantly, to me and God, to spirit, to the universe, right? It's this mastery system, right? That's why I like to look at the ego, right? It's thank you so much for helping me master myself and God as as who I am, right? My connection to all that is. And for some of us, we're just so frustrated. It's like, oh, the ego is fear and doubt and worry and insecurity. And I hear these messages and I buy in. And that's the key, right? Not to buy into the messages. Oh, okay. Who's just saying that to me right now? This negative thought or this uncomfortable energy comes forward, or this judgment or this fear. And one of the practices I like to give out to people is, who just said that? Who is it that said that? You literally stop for a moment and you'll know, ego or soul, right? Ego or soul. If it's ego, already the ego is squirming. Oh no, she got me. He got me. It starts to diminish. It's powerful. It's not a super tough practice, but it is so powerful. So that being said, what happens when we start to catch the ego in the midst of this giving, receiving act? And we start to say, no, no, no. I'm moving into my heart. I'm giving because I like giving. I'm giving because I enjoy giving. I'm giving because I truly, genuinely, from my heart, care about this person right now. It doesn't have any strings attached. I'm not expecting anything back. Isn't that nice? How many of you have gotten to do that, where you just give freely? They're like, where did this come from? Why are you doing this? Because I love you. I care about you. I don't need anything back. I don't want anything back. Simply by giving to you today in this way from my heart, that's me getting to receive love from you. That's me getting to receive love from me, most importantly. It's the love that you feel from them is just this natural byproduct, right? The love that you most enjoy in that moment is that you feel that love of your soul coming through and forward. And it feels so good just to shine it forth. Most souls are just bright and loving and awake and compassionate and caring and wise. And our souls want to express through us. And one way is to give freely from the heart. And to receive is another, beautiful practice that when we often, maybe someone wants to give us something of their hearts to us, right? Maybe it's a card or a beautiful message or a poem or something just really beautiful that if we're not open to receive, we may deflect, right? And say, oh gosh, no, you're that way. Or thank you so much. I don't know. Am I that? I don't know. And have this kind of self-doubt, right? This self-doubt that says, I don't think I deserve this. So when we begin to give and receive freely of the heart, we're saying yes to our connection to all that is. We're saying yes to ending that idea of separation. We're saying yes to there is no more such thing as loneliness. We're saying yes to energy and vitality and strengthening our auric field and feeling more centered and more calm and more expressive, more creative. This is the power of living and leading from the heart, and reference to living and leading from the heart and leading the practice of giving and receiving in this place of equanimity, right? It's powerful. It's important. It's this, I am open to give and receive equally in my life. And I know there's a balance there, right? I can't just keep giving and giving and giving and thinking this is me receiving. I'm sure many of you know this is this feeling of giving so much, but yet you feel so tired from it. It's like, wow, I gave so much and supposedly I thought I'd feel better and I feel exhausted. And it's exhausting to be giving more than receiving. And there's those out there that actually receive more than they give. You might call them in a judgment term as being from the ego, more greedy or always needing more. We're not talking about egoic giving, receiving today. We're talking about the equal giving and receiving within your spirit and within your being on a daily basis that has all these sacred benefits that I described. When we do this in this way, we do feel more energized. We do feel more centered, more focused, more available to our life. And it's profound and it's real and it's a practice. You don't just immediately get good at it like in one sitting. It takes practice to do this. It takes good inner work, in fact, good prayer, good meditation, good clearing work, whatever that works for you. Practicing leading from your heart, living your heart, dropping into your heart, leading from there. Some really simple, effective practices, as well as just becoming a master of your mind, not letting your mind master you. Our heart is meant to be the leader of the mind, to connect those two, not the mind to master the heart and the mind to master the us, right? It's us to master our mind in a loving, healthy way, take healthy control over the mind. These are some of the ways that we start to diminish the ego so that we can truly practice living and leading from the heart, giving and receiving from the heart. Letting go of this idea of materialistic giving and receiving, of things and stuff. It is not the way of the soul. So thank you so much for hearing me today. I am going to close this out in prayer. If you can, place one or both of your hands over your heart space and close your eyes if you can. If you can't, that's fine. I'm going to move us into closing prayer. Thank you so much for joining me. So I thank you so very much, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, for this beautiful, beautiful, divine, blessed day. I am so grateful, for I know that in this day, right now, here in this space and place, the present moment is happening. And in this moment where we are present and we are awake to this moment, our heart is also awake and present to this moment. I ask you, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, help us open our hearts to drop into our hearts right now, to feel that tingling, that euphoric tranquility, that beautiful energy that is of the heart, in the heart. Let us feel it right now. And see the act of giving and receiving as a beautiful practice that we become better at over time, more and more. Letting go of any kind of egoic giving and receiving that's coming from a place of I should, have to, need to, supposed to, because that'll help people like me or love me more. Just letting go of all that. And somehow letting go of also any of the judgment that deflects any of the heart-centered giving to oneself. I am open to receive. I am open to give now, God, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, in a way that's new. It's updated in my system. I say yes to the heart. I say yes to love. Love that I give freely to others and then I receive from others and then I give to myself because I know I deserve it. I know I'm ready for it. I choose to love myself freely, to give freely. I deserve it. I'm ready for it. I'm grateful. Thank you so very much. And with these beautiful words, I say, and so it is. Take a deep and slow breath. Once more. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me today. Always an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to assist in this way. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Blessings. Bye-bye.